Welcome to the Master Crafters tutorial series. My name is Larry, and today in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create SVG files from Cricut Design Space Images. In this particular project that I have open here is one that I created in Inkscape and uploaded into Design Space. But we're going to assume that for some reason or another, I have lost my original SVG file and I need to get it back and recreate it. So this tutorial is going to show us how to do that. So in the layers panel over here, I want you to start with the layer as the lowest one and work your way up. And the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to create this, bring this first layer out here, which is a star, and I'm going to make it as large as I can make it because I'm going to create a raster file from that, and raster files can have fuzzy edges. And so I want to make this as clean as it can be. So once I've got the star resized out here, I'm going to make a copy of that. And I'm on a Mac, so I'm using a program called Skitch, which allows you to do a crosshair snapshot. And in Windows, you can also do the same thing with the snipping tool. So anyhow, I'm just going to go in here and capture this image and discard whatever happened to be there in the before. And I'm going to go up and do an edit copy. And then we're going to go into Inkscape. Now, I'm going to assume that I've lost my file. So there is nothing here. And when I go into Inkscape, I always change the document properties. I make this 8.5 by 11, and I change the background colors so that whenever you put a white image in here, it's easier to see. The next thing we're going to do is do an edit paste. And now we have our pasted image in Inkscape. We're going to go up to Path and go to Trace Bitmap. Under Trace Bitmap, we want to change this from single scan to multicolor. We want to change the detection mode to colors. I want to change the number of scans to 2. And I want to remove the background, and you can turn all of the sliders down because we don't need those. At this point, we can click Apply. And what that will do is create a vector graphic of the raster file that we had, the raster image rather. And the dotted lines here showing what's selected is the vector graphic. And if I click outside of that into the white image area here, that is the background. And we can remove that by simply hitting the delete key on the keyboard, and we're done with it. It's gone. Okay. Let's go back into Design Space. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. And we will go up to the next item, which is the basic cut, which has an oval on it. And I'm just going to, again, make that as large as I can make it. And then I will go back in and do a crosshair snapshot. Discard the old one, copy it, and go back into Inkscape and paste it. And then hit Apply on our Trace Bitmap panel and remove the white background. Now we have 2 of the objects. Let's go back into Design Space and get rid of that one. The next one is our rectangle. Just make that one like that. Go in and do another crosshair snapshot. Capture that. Discard this. Edit, copy, and go back into Inkscape and paste. Apply, delete, and go back into Design Space. We'll get rid of that. Now this next one is an image that has got a white background. It's got a white color to it. Because Inkscape uses background white colors, it thinks that white colors are backgrounds. We need to change that color. So I'm going to come up to the color, and you can change it to any color you like, just so that it is not white. Okay, and then we can go ahead and make that one large. Go up and do crosshair snapshot again. Discard the sketch note and copy the image. Going back into Inkscape, pasting, and apply. Delete the background, and now select the image and change it back to white. Okay. And then we'll go back into Design Space again. We'll eliminate this one. And now we have some text, just to show you that we can do this with text as well. We'll go into crosshair snapshot. Capture this. Discard this. Edit. Copy this. Go back into Inkscape again and paste. And apply. And remove the background. What we have now is a SVG file, or a vector graphic representation of our Design Space images. Now, you can do this with any image within Design Space, even if you're not a Cricut Access member. And if you find an image that you like, you can do this same procedure with that image. But I can't show that here because that might be copyrighted material. And so you're on your own if you want to do that, but it is possible. So once you've got your file reproduced, you're going to go in here and save this as. You're going to do this not as an Inkscape SVG, but as a plain SVG. I'm going to put this in on my desktop. We're going to call it testing.svg, and we'll save that file. Then we'll go back into Design Space. I'll go ahead and get rid of this one. And then we'll go into Upload. And I will go into Upload Image. And I will go to Browse. And I will go find my file that I just created, which is testing.svg. I'll open that file. We'll upload that. And then we'll select that file, add it to our canvas. As you can see, we have all of our images back in the layers panel with all of their respective colors. And you can resize this to any size you like it because it is a vector graphic. And then you can ungroup these or move them around. Just go up here and ungroup them. Move them out here any way you like them. And save your project. So that's how easy it is to do. And again, you can use any image that you find in Design Space using this same procedure. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you for watching.